What if I told you that you could dramatically reduce your stress levels starting today using simple strategies that take just minutes to implement? What if the key to a calmer, happier life was hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to discover it? Today, we're diving deep into Dr. Caroline Leaf's groundbreaking book, 101 Ways to Be Less Stressed, and I'm going to share with you the most powerful, life-changing strategies that can transform your relationship with stress forever. Whether you're drowning in work pressure, struggling with daily overwhelm, or just tired of feeling anxious all the time, this video will give you practical tools you can use immediately. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's embark on this journey to a stress-free life together. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly relaxed? When was the last time your mind wasn't racing with to-do lists, worries, or that nagging feeling that you're always behind? If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. In our fast-paced world, stress has become so normalized that we've forgotten what peace feels like. But here's the thing. Stress isn't just an inconvenience. It's literally rewiring your brain, affecting your health, your relationships, and your ability to enjoy life. Dr. Caroline Leaf, a cognitive neuroscientist with over 30 years of research, understands this better than anyone. In her book, 101 Ways to Be Less Stressed, she doesn't just give us band-aid solutions. She provides scientifically backed strategies that work with our brain's natural ability to heal and transform. The beautiful thing about this book is that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. You don't need to implement all 101 strategies. Even choosing a few that resonate with you can create profound changes in your life. Chapter 1. Understanding Stress. The hidden truth about stress. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Stress isn't actually the enemy. Dr. Leaf explains that stress, in its natural form, is designed to help us. It's our body's way of preparing us for challenges. The problem isn't stress itself, it's toxic stress. Toxic stress happens when we get stuck in stress mode, when our minds keep replaying problems, when we catastrophize situations, when we feel helpless and overwhelmed. This is when stress becomes dangerous. Here's what toxic stress does to your brain. It literally shrinks the areas responsible for memory, learning, and emotional regulation, while growing the area that processes fear and anxiety. But here's the hope. Your brain is neuroplastic. This means it can change, heal, and rewire itself at any age. The mind-body connection. One of the most powerful insights from Dr. Leaf's work is understanding that your thoughts directly impact your physical health. When you think toxic thoughts, you're not just having a bad mental day. You're literally changing your brain chemistry and affecting every cell in your body. But the reverse is also true. When you think healthy thoughts, when you practice gratitude, when you choose peace over panic, you're rewiring your brain for resilience and joy. This isn't positive thinking fluff. This is hard science. Chapter 2. The most powerful mind strategies. Strategy 1. The 21-day brain detox. The first game-changing strategy is Dr. Leaf's 21-day brain detox. This isn't about eliminating foods. It's about detoxing toxic thought patterns that keep you stressed. Here's how it works. Choose one toxic thought pattern that's been haunting you. Maybe it's, I'm not good enough, or I can't handle this, or everything always goes wrong for me. For 21 days, every time this thought comes up, you're going to catch it, challenge it, and replace it with a healthier alternative. Why 21 days? because it takes approximately 21 days to begin forming new neural pathways in your brain. The magic happens when you realize you have power over your thoughts. You're not a victim of your thinking. You're the architect of your mind. Strategy 2. The gratitude reset. Here's a simple but profound strategy that can shift your entire day in under 5 minutes. Dr. Leaf calls it the gratitude reset, and the science behind it is incredible. When you practice genuine gratitude, you're not just being positive, you're literally changing your brain chemistry. Gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin while reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. Try this. Every morning, before you check your phone or think about your problems, write down 3 things you're genuinely grateful for. But here's the key. Don't just list them. Feel them. Let that gratitude wash over you. This isn't about ignoring your problems. It's about training your brain to notice the good alongside the challenging. When you do this consistently, you'll find that your default mode shifts from stress to appreciation. Strategy 3. The power of reframing. One of the most liberating strategies in the book is learning to reframe your perspective. Dr. Leaf teaches us that it's not what happens to you that determines your stress level. It's how you choose to think about what happens to you. Let me give you an example. Traffic jam. You can think, this is ruining my day. I'm going to be late. This always happens to me. Or you can reframe it. This is unexpected time to listen to a podcast, practice deep breathing, or simply be present. The situation is the same, but the stress level is completely different. This isn't about being fake positive, it's about being strategic with your mental energy. Why waste it on things you can't control when you could use it for things that actually matter? Strategy 4. The worry window technique. Here's a practical strategy for those of you who are chronic worriers. Dr. Leaf suggests creating a worry window, a designated 15-minute period each day where you allow yourself to worry. Outside of this window, when worry thoughts come up, you write them down and tell yourself, I'll deal with this during my worry time. Then, during your worry window, you either problem-solve the issue or realize it's not worth your mental energy. This technique works because it gives you control over worry instead of letting worry control you. Most people are surprised to discover that when worry time comes, they often can't even remember what they were stressed about earlier. Chapter 3. Physical and Lifestyle Strategies. The breath-body connection. Dr. Leaf emphasizes something that ancient wisdom traditions have known for thousands of years. Your breath is your most powerful tool for managing stress in real time. When you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, which sends panic signals to your brain. But when you consciously slow and deepen your breath, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural relaxation response. Try this technique right now. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 6 counts. Do this just 5 times, and notice how your body feels. This is called the 4-4-6 breath, and you can use it anywhere, in meetings, in traffic, before difficult conversations. Movement as medicine. You don't need to become a fitness fanatic to use movement as a stress buster. Dr. Leaf explains that even 10 minutes of movement can dramatically shift your mental state. When you're stressed, your body is flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Movement helps metabolize these hormones and releases feel-good endorphins. It's like giving your stress a physical outlet. The best part, it can be any movement you enjoy. Dancing in your living room, walking around the block, doing jumping jacks, stretching. The key is to move your body and get your blood flowing. The power of digital boundaries. Here's a strategy that's becoming more crucial every day. Creating digital boundaries. Dr. Leaf points out that our devices, while helpful, can be major stress triggers. The constant notifications, the comparison trap of social media, the never-ending stream of information. It all keeps our nervous system in a state of hypervigilance. Try implementing phone-free zones in your life. Maybe it's the first hour after you wake up, or the last hour before bed, or during meals. Give your brain permission to rest from digital stimulation. You'll be amazed at how much calmer you feel. Sleep, your stress-fighting superpower. Dr. Leaf emphasizes that quality sleep isn't a luxury. It's essential for stress management. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain literally can't process stress effectively. During sleep, your brain clears out toxins, consolidates memories, and resets your emotional regulation system. Without adequate sleep, everything feels more stressful because your brain doesn't have the resources to cope effectively. Create a sleep sanctuary. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Develop a relaxing bedtime routine. And remember, your bedroom should be for sleep and relaxation only, not for work or screen time. Chapter 4. Relationship and Communication. Strategies. The art of saying no. One of the most stress-inducing habits is saying yes when we mean no. Dr. Leaf teaches us that boundaries aren't walls, they're gates. You get to decide what you let in and what you keep out. Learning to say no isn't selfish, it's self-care. When you say no to things that drain you, you're saying yes to things that matter. Practice phrases like, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you," or "That doesn't align with my priorities right now." Remember, you don't need to justify your no. A simple, kind, but firm no is a complete sentence. Toxic relationships and stress. Dr. Leaf doesn't sugarcoat this truth. Some relationships are stress factories. If someone in your life consistently leaves you feeling drained, anxious, or questioning your worth, that relationship is impacting your health. This doesn't mean you need to cut everyone off, but you do need to protect your peace. Sometimes, this means limiting time with certain people, setting clear boundaries, or in extreme cases, stepping away entirely. Your mental health is not a sacrifice you make for other people's comfort. You can be compassionate without being a doormat. The communication cure. Here's a powerful strategy for reducing relationship stress: clear, honest communication. Most conflict comes from assumptions, unspoken expectations, and misunderstandings. Instead of expecting people to read your mind, try saying what you need clearly and kindly. Instead of bottling up frustrations until you explode, address issues when they're small and manageable. Dr. Leaf suggests using I statements. I feel overwhelmed when, instead of you always. This approach reduces defensiveness and opens up space for real conversation. Chapter 5. Daily Practices for Lasting Change. The Micro-Moment Method. You don't need hours of free time to implement these strategies. Dr. Leaf teaches us about micro-moments, tiny pockets of time throughout your day where you can practice stress reduction. 2 minutes of deep breathing while your coffee brews. 30 seconds of gratitude while waiting for an elevator. A brief moment of mindfulness while washing your hands. These micro-moments add up to major changes in your stress levels. Creating your stress-less toolkit. Based on Dr. Leaf's 101 strategies, I want you to create your personal, stressless toolkit. Choose 5 to 7 techniques that resonate with you most. Write them down. Practice them consistently. Your toolkit might include morning gratitude, the 4-4-6 breath, a 10-minute walk, setting phone boundaries, and practicing one reframe per day. The key is consistency over perfection. You're not trying to eliminate stress entirely. That's impossible and unnecessary. You're learning to dance with stress instead of being crushed by it. The compound effect. Here's what's exciting about these strategies. They compound. Each healthy choice you make builds on the previous one. Each toxic thought you reframe makes the next reframe easier. Each boundary you set makes setting the next one more natural. Dr. Leaf reminds us that changing your brain takes time, but every single day of practice matters. You're literally rewiring decades of stress patterns. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small wins. Trust the process. Your stress-free future. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and feeling calm instead of anxious. Imagine facing challenges with confidence instead of panic. Imagine ending your day feeling peaceful instead of wired. This isn't fantasy. This is what becomes possible when you consistently apply the strategies Dr. Leaf shares in 101 Ways to Be Less Stressed. You have everything you need within you to create this transformation. The most important thing to remember is this: you are not stuck with your current stress levels. Your brain is designed to change, heal, and adapt. Every time you choose a healthy thought over a toxic one, every time you practice gratitude instead of complaint, every time you breathe deeply instead of panicking, you're literally rewiring your brain for peace. Before you go, I want to give you a simple action plan. Choose one strategy from today's video that resonated with you most. Commit to practicing it for the next 7 days. Just 7 days. Maybe it's the morning gratitude practice. Maybe it's the 4-4-6 breathing technique. Maybe it's creating your first digital boundary. Whatever it is, start small and start today. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every small step you take toward less stress is a victory worth celebrating. If this video has inspired you to take control of your stress levels, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I'm here to support you on your wellness journey with more book summaries, practical strategies, and motivation to help you live your best life. Drop a comment below and let me know which strategy you're going to try first. I read every single comment and love connecting with this amazing community we're building together. And remember, you have the power to transform your relationship with stress. You have the strength to rewire your brain for peace. You have everything within you to create the calm, joyful life you deserve. Until next time, choose peace over panic, progress over perfection, and remember, you've got this.